Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Guess what we talking about? Y'all, I swear when I talk about the women, we don't really talk about them that much. It's only so much because I don't really look at those cases. I know y'all gonna say it's kind of hypocritical. You'd be like, dang, are we only gonna talk about man cases on here? It's only because there's so many man cases around here, okay? They shouldn't be killing as much. But today we're gonna be talking about a woman. We're talking about a woman who was sentenced to 100 years. What did you have to do to get sentenced? What did you do? 100 years? That's 10 decades. Wait, nope. That's, hold on. 2 decades is 20 years, 10 decades. Y'all, I might be slow. Okay, it's 100 years, okay? What did she do? I don't know. So let's get into it. Indiana woman who killed 2 people during home invasion and stabbing, admittedly inspired by serial killers, take plea deal. So we got a woman who looked like John Wayne Gacy. Let me stop. We got a woman who was inspired by serial killers. What if he was one of them? Y'all, what kind of serial killers was she looking at? Oh my God, that's creepy. I don't like people like this. You know what? I'm happy they called her when they did, because I feel like it would have went worse if they didn't. But we finna see if she was able to cover up her tracks, because how it's weird. You don't see women getting inspired by serial killers. You see men doing that. That's really weird that a woman would do that. Bad childhood? Did she have a horrible growing up into something? Was she rejected? Did she hate herself, hate her body, hate everybody else? I don't know. It's so much that go into this. That's why I constantly throw these theories out here before reading it, because for somebody to be obsessed with a serial killer, I don't know, something's not right up there. So let's continue to read. An Indiana murderess, is that what they call it? A women murderess who was admittedly inspired by serial killers as she embarked upon an uncanny and fatal stabbing spree in the May 2020 reached a plea deal with Indianapolis prosecutors on Tuesday. That's her. Kristen Wolf, 30 years old, pleaded guilty to exactly what she was charged with. 2 counts of murder, 1 count of attempted murder, and 1 count of attempted battery by means of a deadly weapon, according to the prosecutor's office. In exchange for the plea deal, the state has apparently agreed to take the death penalty off the table. The defendant accepted a sentence of 100 years in prison and will be sentenced in January of this year, which she was already sentenced. 100 years? You killed 2 people and attempted another 3 people? 100 years? I don't like killers, so I don't really care what she gets. But maybe they put the other stuff on because she said she was into serial killers. They're like, yeah, you know what? We're going to do all this to keep you in because we don't know what you'll do if you was on parole, which she should not get. We know she's not getting parole, but dang, we're going to see how dark they were. I don't know. Maybe it's the Indiana, maybe it's just their law, but we need to put that in some other states. I want to hear other people getting 100 years for murder. We talked about, which y'all can go check that video out with the girl and the baby. She was 16 at the time, 17 now. Stabbed her child to death, newborn, stabbed her to death, slit the throat. And she only got 20 years. She pled no contest. Why? Where? Throw her in Indiana. What? That's a crazy sentence though, y'all. I'm not mad at it though. Court documents obtained by Indianapolis-based affiliate paint a and hectic scene at the far west side apartment where the carnage unfolded. On the night of May 11, 2020, the victims were attacked by a woman none of them had ever met before. The knife attack was brutal and almost immediately resulted in the death of the 24-year-old resident Victoria Cook, who was ambushed as she answered a knock at her front door. Another woman was stabbed in the neck but survived the attack from the 300-pound figure dressed in all black. Dang, why they have to say that though? Why they have to say 300 pounds? That's not body shame, but I don't care about this woman, so dang. As the attack progressed, 28-year-old Dylan Dickover tried to intervene by grabbing Wolf from behind, but the defendant countered. First, by stabbing him over her shoulder and then by stabbing him through the leg, hitting a major artery. He bled out and later succumbed to his wounds at a nearby hospital and passed away. Another friend of the slain was upstairs when the violence began. He told police he rushed down the stairs when he heard commotion and saw a woman with strawberry blonde hair stabbing people. He then went back upstairs to procure a weapon from the woman who lived there, but by the time he got back to confront her, she had already fled. That man tried to stop his friend's bleeding as he dialed out for help. This is like a whole movie scene, a horror movie scene, mind you. So they don't know this woman. This was a random attack. She just knocked on the door and started stabbing people. Okay, I can see why, crimes like this, definitely you don't want these people here. 100, y'all, my eyes watering, sorry. It makes sense, 100 years is insane, but she definitely deserves it. She murdered somebody, murdered 2 people, and almost got 3. It's like, who does that? Like, and I'm over here picturing them trying to take her down because they couldn't take her down. Is it because she was like a bigger woman? But like, because they like, it sounded like she was like, there was full moves happening here when she got him over her and then got him in the knee. Like, did she practice this? Because like, she was really there on business, and that's so sad to say, y'all. It's so sad because like, she really did kill these people. For you to do this while people are just awoke, which obviously don't do it. I'm just saying, you see serial killers sneaking in people's houses, which is so creepy. I'm already looking over my shoulder now. But like, it's just weird. She knocked on a door. You knocked on a door. Hold on. Who is it? And then you open the door and somebody just starts stabbing you. That's so crazy. Like, I don't understand what's the thought process, but like, what was the reason behind that? Why did she want to just, and maybe she thought one person was there and not the others, because she killed 2 people immediately, stabbed somebody in the neck. The dude, like, she was really getting him. How? She was obviously must have been bigger than him, or probably, I don't know, she was taller. I'm confused because, men are naturally bigger, and no, women are naturally bigger. But men are more stronger just naturally, so I'm surprised that he wasn't able to take her down. But she did have a knife, and she was going like over her shoulder, and like, oh my God, got 3 people and like so quick. That's crazy. The surviving victim described the attacker as having worn some sort of work uniform, but investigators on the scene were aided by an even better and ultimately key piece of evidence: the killer's hat. During the incident, a cap fell off bearing a telltale patch, the insignia of the Indiana Department of Corrections. Inside was a written name, Wolf. Wow, this girl left the biggest piece of evidence. You left exactly where you worked at and your last name. Like, y'all, it's karma, and it's kind of funny because people try to kill and get away with it and they never do. Dang. Investigators quickly discovered that the woman was named Kristen Wolf, who worked at the IDC. Her information on file matched the description of an assailant given to police by the witnesses. The killer was arrested at her job, the Madison Correctional Facility, which has 600 beds for women detained under minimal security. During her initial police interview, she denied being in Indianapolis on the night in question, said she wasn't working either and had been with a friend. Then she asked for an attorney. During a search of Wolf's home, investigators found multiple combat-style knives, several additional pieces of clothing that had the same IDC patch as the hat left at the crime scene, and a series of documents in which she expressed a curiosity and desire to kill. Why do people have that curiosity? Go stab the ground or something. You should never have that in your head. You don't see me over here reading these murders and me wanting to figure out what it's like. I don't care. I don't want to know. That's insane for people to think like that. Why would you want to take somebody's life out of it? Like, these people can't come back to your killing. I always say that because people don't be understanding that. It's like, who are you to take another life? Who are you to like get rid of somebody? Like, how dare you? 100 years definitely deserved. That's crazy. And I don't understand, like, this woman, what was she doing in her house? Like, you just have weapons around, walking around. Oh, I'm gonna just go out one night. And what made her go to that home? Is it nearby her home? And then you left evidence everywhere and they found you immediately. So yeah, wasn't smart. Those nightstand writings wondered about the feeling of inflicting death and are where the defendant said she took inspiration from serial killers. She wrote that she considered killing her boyfriend or his wife. Did I hear that right? Boyfriend, but he has a wife. Was she a side piece? But that she settled on rather killing someone she didn't know. She also made her peace with the idea that she might die during the attack, but clarifying that she didn't really want to die. The papers, including a holographic or handwritten will, were dated May 11, 2020, the same day as the murders. There's no place for this kind of violence and senseless attack in our society, the prosecutor said. Pursuant to this agreement, Wolf will spend the rest of her life in prison. We continue to think of the families and all of those affected by the tragedy during this difficult difficult time. It was so senseless. The fact that she said she was like, she settled with the idea that she might die during that attack, but she didn't want to die. And you know what's weird? A lot of these serial killers don't want to die. And it's so weird. It's like, how can you kill somebody, but then you don't want to go nowhere? I just think that's so weird. Why do we still have serial killers in prison? Why do the co-ed butcher, I always say it because I found out that he had the audacity to try to like go to court again and try to get it taken out. Nah, no, y'all, I was about to say something. Nah, bro, you ain't going nowhere. Of course he wasn't gonna get it. You're a serial killer, and you shouldn't even be here. He's 75, y'all. What's his name? Green River Killer. Why is he still here? Why are these people still here, y'all? So you have people here who do disgusting acts of violence on people, but they don't want to go nowhere. They're scared to die. They're scared to know what it feels like. So you'll take a life yourself. I just think that's so crazy. It's so crazy. Hypocritical as them. How dare you kill somebody, but you don't want to go nowhere? They should have killed her anyway. They should have killed all these people anyway who killed people. Get them out of here. Because what are they really bringing to society? Nothing but problems. Oh, y'all, I cannot be in law. I could not be over this stuff. Obviously, one person can't make the decisions in America. But if it was, I feel like it'd be more of like, I hate to say this, y'all, but because y'all gonna be like, dang, Tatiana, really? But I feel like with me in power, like I would easily want a couple, like more, like a whole team of people running the world, you know. So because one person, that's a dictator. One person cannot run everything, well, they shouldn't. But if it was like that, I would really go darn it. I would go down the dark path because of like, only with the bad people. Like I would try my best to help people in this world and like trying to live better and, you know, getting people off the streets. Obviously, I will only have to go that dark path for crime. Like when something like this, oh, I would put her to shame. All these people, these cases I I would put down. Like they're going down. And that's the only reason why I say I couldn't do it, because like I couldn't be in this law because I'm too evil, and it's only evil to people who commit crime. Like I am such a good human being. I know y'all probably like, girl, what? I'm a good human being, but when it comes to crimes and stuff and murder and people who just commit murder, senseless acts for no reason, they deserve to be put to shame. And I can't get with the fact that these people be getting like 10 years, 20 years and going back on the street. And then everybody looks stupid when they commit a crime. And then look at them. They get stupid because they do petty crimes, stalking and drugs and, you know, all that type of stuff. Then they get back on the street going back to the ex-girlfriend, killing her. So we need some stronger laws. People should not be this curious of like death and trying to figure out what is like to kill. You shouldn't have that in your head. You should not. Go stab a potato or something. Go cut some potatoes and make you a meal. Like, I just don't understand that need of like some people, sick people, wanting to know what it kill or what it feels like to kill. And then when you do, now you're in prison for the rest of your life and you're not getting out. And now you're gonna get taken advantage of, and rightfully so. And then you're stuck there now. And you know your life is over. And I feel like not bad for none of these people. I don't care how this girl grew up. I really don't. And they didn't say anything. She just said that, you know, she wanted to know what it was like. She got inspiration from like serial killers. What? Yeah, they should have like thrown her in a psych place too. You know, they have to study her head because, you know, that's really weird to have that, you know, have that type of feeling. So, like I said, y'all, I cannot be in power. Y'all don't want me in power. Well, actually, you would. I would be a good person in power. It's just too much power. I wouldn't go down a dark path. Like I said, I will only do that for like the evil people who deserve to be taken down a notch, because crime has no business being out here. We should not be killing like this. We shouldn't have no crime. I wish the world could be perfect. Then y'all would probably be like, well, we wouldn't have jobs. You shouldn't need jobs for murder. You really shouldn't. So it's just like 2020 since COVID started. And this was May 2020, so this is like right before COVID. But like the year 2020, crimes since then till now has been getting so bad, and it's just so many. I can only imagine how many crimes have been committed. Do they even keep up with that stuff? And then, you know, some that you don't know, people throwing bodies out, hiding them everywhere. You can't go hiking no more. You know, you go hiking, might find a foot. It's like you go kayaking, might find a body part in a bag. People crazy now, man. Like, it's really to that point where we need to put our foot down and somebody got to do something about this. And once again, they're not doing enough for me, so that's why I'm like, I'm trying to get out of here, y'all. I'm trying to get out of this country. I can't. It's bad everywhere. And it's worse than some other places, don't get me wrong. But like, I stay in the South. So y'all, it's so much crime down here. It's crazy. I can't no more. It's just so insane to me. So let me know what you guys think of this crime. This woman got 100 years in prison, rightfully so. After hearing that girl was just wanted to know what is kill, like what it was like to kill. Those people have no right to be in society. And I'm happy they got her when she did. And she worked at a women correctional facility. And I wonder if they're going to put her right in there, because that would be so funny. So on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe out there, y'all. Stay safe. Don't open doors. Look, if y'all, and you know what's sad about this? I'm about to end it, but what's sad about all of this is that you can, I say that, but it's like women open doors for women and you wouldn't think none of it. Like, she could probably, well, then she was wearing all black though, but I'd be like, hold on, shut that door. But like, you wouldn't really think of none, you wouldn't think nothing about that if you opened that door. It's a woman. Okay, can I help you? That's all it is. That's all it took. And she starts stabbing her. That's crazy what people go through, what people plan. And oh my God, that's so scary. Like, people really don't open your doors. If y'all don't know nobody, don't open your doors. Look through your peepholes, because people don't be doing that. And I'll let you guys go on that note. Be safe out there, ladies. Bye.